Welcome, welcome. Got a lot of people from Texas in the building. I see you guys repping Mass, Florida. Let's go. Let's do it, man. We got another minute and a half. Georgia's in the building. I love it. I love it. Warren Robins, Georgia. Go ahead, Chuck. Champa Bay. Go ahead, Gino. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I thought I had my camera on this whole time. Oh, all the way from Mexico. What? Man, Arkansas. You guys see how many people and how far throughout the country we reach all the way from here, man. It's crazy what we could do right from the Zoom. We got another minute to send those last minute invites. The numbers are climbing. We up in the 80s now. I like it.
Lando Lakes, all the way from Lando Lakes, Florida.
I hear trouble. What up, Dave? David's in the building. Boss man. Lando Lakes.
Lake Grass.
Mexico in the bill. Yeah, we got somebody from GTO Mexico. If I said that right. Tampa Bay. What's up, chat? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Eagle Pass, Texas. I'm making noise out there. Springfield. I ain't messing with y'all. I get a free pass to Springfield. That's what I was told. I got my big white card. If you know, you know. Orlando, Tampa. All right, Bianca, it's 8:05. Let's run it.
Let's go ahead and get started, guys. I'm so glad to be here with everybody, share this powerful information. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen with you guys. A little bit about me. You know, my name is Bianca BAEZ. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, raised in Tampa, Florida. And I have been pretty much down here since I was 6 years old, right? So when I was introduced to this opportunity, I had actually been working for a company for about 12 years. I liked what I did, but I knew I was destined for more. I knew that I could do better, make more money, make a bigger impact in life, right? And I actually met my mentor on social media. A lot of you guys are connected through social media, the power of Facebook, right? And I was kind of one of those people that were consistently quiet, liking all of his posts. Do you have bad credit? Yes. You know what I mean? Do you want to make more money? Yes, that's definitely me. Do you like helping people? Yes, that's definitely me, right? So Rob, as the smart man he is, amazing mentor, he reached out to me and he was just like, hey, Bianca, you know, I see you liking all my stuff. What's going on? Like, do you need your credit fixed? Do you need to make more money? Do you mind helping people? And I was just like, yes, to all the above. I had been in a horrible car accident. I had over $350,000 worth of medical debt at the age of 23, and they weren't going to see a dime out of me, guys. Like, nobody at 23 just has 350K sitting in the bank to write off to a medical bill, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, I needed the opportunity. I thought I was going to have to live for 7 years with all of this bad debt. I was only 27 at the time. And Rob just basically told me, no, he's like, we have lawyers that are going to help you. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Follow me, trust the process, and you know, we're gonna get it taken care of for you. In 30 days, I went ahead and got my first round of deletions. I had over 6 accounts deleted. My points went up over 60 points. And as you can hear, I have the kids in the background. Sorry, guys. That's part of working from home, right? So I wanted to be home more with them, right? I wanted the ability to be able to not have to worry about working both of my jobs and spending as much time away from them as I can, right? So let's go ahead and jump into these amazing services. You know, our headquarters is in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Our company was founded in 2004. We have been in business over 20 years now, and we have a unique collection of services. We offer people the services that they need to change their life in financial protection and opportunity. We are completely debt-free debt-free company. And at the end of the day, that's the goal for everybody here, right? Be completely debt-free, be at home full-time with your family, and not have to worry about a boss anymore, right? And then, of course, we've had the same key executives since the inception of the company. But why is this more important than ever? Because the biggest difference between financial success and financial failure is how well you actually manage your money. And it's simple. To master your money, you have to manage your money. We all can agree that at certain points in our lives, we might not have been managing our money at the best, right? So we're not taught financial literacy in school, and it takes a lot of time to change your thinking and become financially literate. That was me. You know, I thought it was okay to use my credit card and leave a balance on it every month. I thought, that was a normal thing. You always hear, oh, don't go over 30% and things of that nature. So I thought it was okay. You know what I mean? As long as I didn't go over 30, right? But at the end of the day, they're charging us interest, and that's how they keep their lights on. So 5 shocking facts that you don't know about your finances. I love going over this with everybody because at the end of the day, it's statistics that are able to teach us and let us learn from the past. And the first one here is going to be Americans are drowning in a total of $1.057 trillion in credit card debt as of March 2019. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that to me is insane. I mean, what's happened since 2019? Drop it in the comments, guys. What has happened? Let us know. A whole entire pandemic. Everybody got laid off. Everybody all across the world got shut down and told, guess what? You don't have a job tomorrow. Unless you were already in place with a business that you could run on your own, you had no option but to shut it down, go home, and maybe live off of your credit cards if you had them. You know what I mean? So the next statistic here is 56% of people in the US have no rainy day fund. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I was that person that had to borrow from Peter to pay Paul, going to Amscot to take out that $500 payday advance because my job wouldn't give me no overtime. The hours were only 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So even if my boss did want to, there's nothing for us to do. We're all home by 3 o'clock, right? So at the end of the day, this opportunity opened it up to where I didn't have to worry about my boss saying, hey, sorry, you can't come in to make this extra money that you need. I was able to provide that for myself and my family. And then, of course, here, 46% of baby boomers actually have less than 10% saved for retirement. And as we all know, history repeats itself. If our grandparents didn't have it, our great grandparents didn't have it, what are we doing so differently that means that we're going to have it and our children are going to have it? What are you guys doing? You know what I mean? So then, of course, at the end, 40% of millennials have spent money that they didn't have to keep up with friends. And most people keep it a secret. We've all been there. Like, oh, I got something on my credit card, but I paid my rent with my cash. So let's go out to Applebee's and have drinks with the girls, or let's go out to go dancing for the night, and we're swiping that credit card, giving ourselves consumer debt. And really, at the end of the day, consumer debt is what keeps that interest rate going and the credit world going, right? So 43 million Americans actually have a credit score of 599 or less. And when I started with this program, I was that person. I had 9 derogatory remarks. I didn't know what to do. All I wanted was somebody to reach their hand out to me and say, hey, B, this is what you have to do. This is how you do it. Just guide me. I was willing to jump through leaps and bounds. Just please tell me what to do. And within 90 days, guys, I had 9 deletions, over 120 points added back to my credit score, and it changed my life. I went from a 580 to a 720, right? Because we all know that poor credit fills us with what? Anxiety, embarrassment, frustration, fear, confusion. I was afraid and confused as to why I was getting denied from my house. I was embarrassed. I was frustrated. It made me anxious because what was I going to do with my kids the next month? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's really nothing to be ashamed of. It happens to great people all the time. There's plenty of people in professions that you would never even think that they're having credit issues, and they are, just because they have doctorate degrees. They've passed the the state bar or anything like that doesn't mean that they actually know what to do when it comes to debt, derogatory remarks, debt payoff programs, budgeting, and things of that nature. So then, of course, in contrast, having a strong credit score, it leaves us feeling confident, abundant, excited. That was me. It opens up possibilities to the lifestyle that we all want, right? We all want the new houses, the new cars, the lower interest rates, higher limits, contracts without security deposits. And anybody that knows me, they know my story. They know that I just went and purchased a brand new vehicle in December. It was a Christmas gift to myself from all the hard work that I've been putting in. I wanted something that fit my whole family, and it was nice, right? Leather seats, moon roof, sunroof, right? Like the family could ride. And when I walked in there, guys, I had been laid off from my job, both of my jobs in March. My father died on the same day. I was nervous. I was like, what are these people going to do? They're going to ask me for proof of verification of income, and I don't have it. You know what I mean? I have my 1099, yes, but what I had from my two jobs, I didn't have that proof. And guys, they ran my credit score and they said, ma'am, you are approved. They said, don't worry about it. They said, you can sign right here. We don't even need to see proof of income. Here's the keys to your truck, 6% interest rate. I'm 32 thinking like, oh my God, I thought they were going to need this from me forever, right? And there I am walking out the lot, nothing needed, right? So UCES is committed to helping individuals and families build, organize, and protect our financial future. And I'm so grateful to these 12 life-changing products. They literally helped me go from, ground zero to over 720, approved for anything that I want. And of course, these are the 12 services that we have included. We have the budgeting, credit restoration, credit builder, credit attorney, credit monitoring, debt payoff. We give you a financial lockbox, identity monitoring, net worth, savings goal, will and trust, and a YFL family mint. So, I mean, at the end of the day, all 12 of these services included for one low price. There's no way that you could really go wrong. And when it comes to the credit restoration, I know that's probably why you're here. A lot of the reason why people join is because they have those late payments, they have those derogatory remarks, and they don't want to wait the 7 years. So we actually partner with a nonprofit organization that is United Credit Education Services, and they assist us in challenging the credit bureaus to remove anything that's inaccurate, obsolete, erroneous items from your credit report. And they restore your score and maximize your financial opportunities. 4 months, guys. 4 months, and my score had went up 120 points. Couldn't nobody tell me about my services, my business, my opportunity. I have the best thing in the world. You know what I mean? And then, of course, we have credit builder. So obviously, once we get those things deleted and removed from your credit report, we want to help you get to that 750, 800, 850, right? So we actually give you a built-in service that's easy to understand, online format, and they give you a financial library and resource center to assist increasing your financial potential, right? And then, of course, credit monitoring. I'm sure almost everybody on this phone call has Credit Karma, right? Or they have the app Equifax, or they have Experian or Credit Sesame. Well, we actually give our clients a 24/7 live, up-to-date credit monitoring service from TransUnion. So as soon as things start falling off of their credit report, we're able to go ahead in our back office, refresh it, and see those up-to-date results and get our clients excited for what's happening on their journey. And then, of course, we do provide a credit attorney. They'll evaluate your case for difficult to remove, inaccurate items on your credit report. If they're legitimate, they will sue the agency to clean up your report, in which case you may be entitled to compensation. I mean, I personally had somebody that was coming to after me for a debt that's over 9 years old. And as soon as I contacted the credit attorney, they drew up the paperwork I needed and sent it out. Haven't heard about it, haven't seen about, like, nothing. They disappeared off the face of the earth because they knew they were not supposed to be coming after me for this debt. So this here, guys, is something that you really want to educate yourself on. And this is how your credit score is calculated. The largest and most impactful part of your credit score is going to be your payment history. That's 35% of your score, because when lenders are checking for your credit report, they want to see, do you make your payments on time? You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. They want to see, are you fiscally responsible enough to make your payments on time every month, have credit available to you, and not need it? So the next part is going to be 30% capacity and amount owed. And that comes into play if you have a $2,000 credit limit. You don't want to use over 30%. I technically tell my clients don't use over 10% if you want to be considered excellent credit. So that means if you got a $2,000 credit limit, you don't want to use more than what? $200. That's not a lot. So you sitting here thinking you got 2 grand, man, that's a big limit. I could buy what I want. I could pay what I want. No, guys, less than 200. They want to see that they can give you the money and you don't actually need it. And then of course we have 15% length of history. The only way you can hit that perfect 850 is if you have at least 30 years plus of on-time payment history. That's the only way you can hit the 850. So if you don't already have something that's reporting to your credit report, if you're missing that, if you have that black bar, you need something. I don't care what it is. You have to have those 30 years on time payment histories. And then of course, new credit inquiries, they want to make sure that you're not over leveraging yourself. You're not spreading yourself too thin and applying for too many things at once. And then of course, types of credit. They want to see revolving, installment. They want to see mortgage. They want to see car loans. These are all major parts to what makes up your credit profile. Did you know that you'll never hit the perfect 850 credit score without a mortgage? It won't happen because that's part of hitting that perfect 850. So, you know, these are some more of the great products that we have. These here are to organize your financial future. We give you budgeting. You know what I mean? Track your income, spending, and by creating a personalized budget. Use your budget report to follow your progress each month and make the necessary changes to come in under your budget. Guys, how many times you've got more bills than money, right? You get paid on Friday, you're broke by Saturday. Why is that? Because you either one, aren't budgeting yourself correctly, or you don't make enough money to cover your bills and your lifestyle. Let's be honest. You don't have a bill problem, you have an income problem. So then it comes to your net worth. You know, once you discover your net worth by figuring out your assets and your liabilities using your quick, simple calculators, I've done this, it changes your mind. You know how much Beyonce's worth, you know how much Jay-Z's worth, or Michael Jordan, but how much are you worth? How much are your assets? Are you leaving your kids with debt? Or are you leaving them with actual assets that can provide something to them in the future, right? And then of course we have the YFL Family Mint program. They're implemented in schools across America. This is something actually that we are working very diligently with our team to start getting into those middle schools and those high schools and be able to spread the knowledge that we need to the youth. Because how many of you guys, drop a 1 in the chat, wish you would have learned something in middle school or high school before you turned 18? Let me know. Let me know how many of you guys want your kids to have the knowledge before they turn 18 so they don't make those same mistakes that we did. I know I do. My kids are sitting right next to me. They get all the education. Trust me, they know no late payments, no overutilization, all of that. And then of course we give you a debt payoff program. And what that does is that will give you the exact payment guide to eliminate your debt quicker than you expected and save you from unnecessary interest payments. I think the credit restoration and the debt payoff program, no matter what, you guys have to participate in it. If you have any kind of consumer debt, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's going to save you money, right? So then we have here the Shop for Less app. It's included with your services. I know one of our amazing mentors, Miss Riza Otero, she personally vouches for this on a regular basis. She's a woman that loves to shop, eat out with her family on special occasions, and she's always bringing it up, purchasing those gift cards to get as much money back. I know she told us her testimony the other day. She's actually gotten about $400 back just from having this app and utilizing it in her regular everyday already life, right? I mean, I like Chili's. I use Uber Eats. I go to Applebee's, right? So why not save some extra money? And then of course here we do include a travel club. At the end of the day, we're all looking for the best deals, the best discounts. And we actually have a team that goes out there and finds the best deals on the hotels, the flights, the rental cars, the activities for you. And they keep it actually up to date 24/7 with the best deals and the best access to the greatest places, right? I mean, me personally, if I could save an extra 10-15%, it's for me. So then we have the Clever RX here. And, at the end of the day, our goal is just to partner with like-minded companies, right? How can we provide the most value to our clients, get their credit straight, get their finances in order, help them save money on traveling, help them save money on their everyday life. And now look what we have here. We have a prescription savings card, guys. I mean, my kids, they get sick. We got to go pay for prescriptions. I'm 1099. I don't know about you guys, but we don't have regular insurance, right? So this for me personally is amazing because God forbid something does happen, I get a little bit of a discount. It helps me out with those medications and it's one less worry on my head, right? And then of course, this is one of our flagship products here, Credit My Rent. A lot of our customers are seeing great increases with this. We have about 10,000 active current clients reporting. I know I just helped the young lady get started this weekend, and they do instantly add 2 years of rent payments to your credit report. They report the rent to Equifax and TransUnion for as low as $9.95 a month. And yes, of course, we are working on Experian because we want to be the best and most valuable service to our clients at the end of the day. And I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, if the light bill don't get paid, the rent is going to get paid. So why not get credit for my rent? It's only an extra $10 a month. I'm already paying the people $1,500 a month. Why not throw in the extra $10 and get credit for it, right? So we have your protection plan roadmap here. This is available to all of our clients in their app. So that way they can go month by month and check off their to-do list. Obviously, you want to get started by activating your services. Then you want to build your credit score. That's where the Credit My Rent program comes in, the secured card program. Then you want to work on any outstanding debt with your debt payoff tool. You want to establish your family security, create your willpower and trust. It is included in the services. Protect and secure your financial documents and your financial lockbox. I know I've been in the airport and my husband couldn't find his driver's license. And guess what? We're pulling it up in our financial lockbox. Here you go, sir. And they're like, okay, great, thank you. We don't have to make you sit here for an extra hour and grill you about being, somebody who we don't know, right? So, and then of course, at the end, staying on top of your finances. Because if you are experiencing debt harassment or need legal help with our credit reporting errors, you can contact our credit attorneys to assist you, calculate your net worth, get that in there, and of course, enroll the kids into the YFL Family Mint. And at the end of the day, educating the youth so they don't have to keep repeating the cycle is what the goal is. So then we do give you everything in your back office. You can keep track of everything right through your UCES app. I personally love this app. It lets me get right into my credit monitoring, my updates, all of that. I can see when my dispute letters are ready. I can see my debt payoff tool, my budgeting, all of that. And through all of these services, all of this value, the credit restoration, the lawyers, the budgeting, your willpower and trust, it's only a one-time setup fee of $188, guys. It's an activation of 99 and your first month of 89 included. You get access to all 12 products. I was able to go ahead, restore my credit, pay off all of my consumer debt, get my willpower and trust together for God forbid something happens to me. My children are straight. You know what I mean? And it was the best investment I made in my life. And at the end of the day, I was able to go ahead and refer 5 of my friends. And I didn't even have to worry about paying that $89 a month anymore. So something here is the YFL scholarships. I did want to go into this with you guys. You know, as you can see through the growth with the company, we've been giving back more and more because, like I said, the kids are near and dear to our heart. As you can see, in 2016, we started with $100,000 worth of debt. And now in 2020, $400,000. And in 2021, we were actually able to give over $600,000 away to the youth financial literacy fund. We actually just came back from a beautiful weekend watching a beautiful young lady get over $30,000 worth of scholarships. And that's life changing, guys. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, I never had that opportunity. And for somebody to really be able to come out there and say, hey, yes, let's go ahead and help change some lives at the same time as we're helping the community. That's powerful for me. And then, of course, we do have our customers' testimonies here. And we have Ms. Debbie from SC right here. Thank you for the excellent service you provide over and over again to the customers. I feel so glad and proud to be a part of this company. And then we've got Todd in Michigan. My wife and I try to get finance for a home, but couldn't go ahead with buying because of our credit issues. We were living in an apartment and desperately needed to move to a home because of our growing family. We were enrolled in credit restoration with UCES as a last resort, and were surprised and overjoyed when our credit score went up significantly over 6 months. And we are now in our own home and very happy. And that's what our goal is, guys. We want to go ahead and, provide that financial future for our children, get those investments made. And it's less than $3 a day. It's less than a cup of coffee. It's less than what you would spend at McDonald's for breakfast. Invest in yourself, and I promise it will totally pay off. So now I have the amazing opportunity to go ahead and introduce my amazing vice president, Mr. Rob Santiago. This gentleman is a totally selfless leader. Whatever he asked me to do, I would do it, and it's never led me in the wrong direction. I'm actually now home full time under the mentorship of this gentleman. And here he is, Mr. Rob Santiago.
Can you hear me okay, Bianca? Yeah, loud and clear. Can you see the closed captions there as well?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah, perfect. All right, first of all, man, everyone on here, we got 100 people on here. Can y'all put some flames in the chat for Bianca? Her testimony, her growth in this company, how much value she provided. She went over that information very well. I'm extremely proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. To see you at home with your kids, that's what it's all about. I love the fact that the kids jump and interrupt. My kids walk through the door all the time, and it just to show what you can actually do with this type of business. We got 100 people on this line from all over the country, and we were able to share that information flawlessly. So again, huge shout out to everybody who's on here. My name is Rob Santiago, vice president with this company. I want to introduce you to United Wealth Education. Ooh, we. Yeah, y'all type it in the chat, right? Ooh, we is the company that actually pays us to share this information. So I'll give you a little feedback, background on myself. Born in Puerto Rico, raised in New York City. I've been in the state of Florida since 2004. Went to high school here. My first job, driver's license, right? I grew up in the city of St. Petersburg since 2004, man. And actually going into the work industry very young, 15 years old. I don't know if you guys can relate. I was cutting class to go to work. I wasn't an A student, man. I barely made it out of high school. I didn't have an opportunity for college. I'm an only child. My mom was the only one paying the bills at the time. So at 15, I was the man of the house, working at Chick-fil-A, detailing cars, right? Just trying to find my way to help ends meet. And I fell into the finance industry after a layoff. Anybody ever got laid off before? It sucks. Like I went to lunch and I came back and I had no job. Like I was like, you could have told me before lunch, right? Before I spent the money, that I would have not known what I was going to spend. Again, I'm not going to go back there, but it was one of the biggest blessings. Do you guys understand that some of the worst things that happen to you end up being the biggest blessing in your life? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that. This company going through that layoff led me into the finance industry. I used to work for a company called Scott. You heard Bianca talk about them $500 cash advances. We helped a lot of people make it through, but it was a tough cycle, man. I worked some serious hours in that institution, 70 to 80 sometimes a week. And you guys all know, Most places you can't find a balance. You're either working too much and not spending no time with family, or you got too much time to spend with the family and you ain't making no money, right? It's very rare to find a balance. So I had to walk away from that Scott career after 6 years, man. I had a separation in the household. Right. I don't like to go back too much onto that, but everybody goes through struggles, and it led me to Bank of America. I became a bank manager with them. I was with that company for 5 years, and then I found that program that Bianca went over. I actually seen a client in the bank have 140, 150 point increase on their credit report using that program, and it blew my mind. I said, my mom needs this service. My cousins, like everybody, God bless them, but everybody on my family needed to be signed up that same day, man, where I grew up, helping people at Scott, the city that I was raised in. I just seen such a huge opportunity to help people and educate people. And not alone educate, but being able to earn an additional income. After 90 days of being a part of United Wealth Education as a part-time income, I was able to knock out 2 jobs. I had a full-time job as a bank manager, and I was a part-time telemarketer at a medical marketing company. I don't even remember the name of it, right? I was doing 2 jobs for one person, right? Trying to pay for 3 different households. And this company was able to take me away from that, give me time freedom, put me in a position to put other people with time freedom and financial freedom with their family. So a huge shout out, man, to everybody in the company. This is a huge photo for me. This slide is important because we live in Tampa now, right? I love the beach. I'm from New York, but my blood is thin now. We go to the beach and we work from here all the time. But as you see, it's good to have money and the things that money will buy. Everybody knows that, right? Material things, they're awesome, but it's good to check up once in a while. Make sure you haven't lost the things that money wouldn't buy. Guys, working 80 hours a week at AMSCA, I was losing time with my family. I don't know if y'all can relate, man. I was watching my kids grow up while I was at work, and that wasn't the life that I wanted to live. I knew that time freedom with my family was something that I needed. This company gave me the ability to actually start sharing information using their material. I didn't create nothing. It was a whole push start business. We like to say turnkey, but we're in 2021, right? But the company's been around since 2004. I was 13 years old. Showing my age, I'm 30 now. But think about it. The company's been around since I was 13, right? The annual sales growth, every single year, they consistently breaking records. Debt free, so they practice what they preach, right? And they actually have the same 2 key executives since the beginning of the company's existence, man. So shout out to Paramount Mike. Those guys are phenomenal. Think about a vision that they painted 20 years ago. And right now, the company's just at its peak. We just getting started. There's over 20 million people in the gig economy. I was talking with somebody earlier today, still doing the Lyft, still doing the Uber. I'm like, man, I'm going to show you another way. What if I showed you a way to make a part-time income from your house that you don't got to get in the car? You don't got to leave your kids. You don't got to risk your life in the middle of the night picking up somebody from the airport. Again, I'm talking to somebody through here, but giving you the ability to work on your time. I'm not telling you to leave your job right now. I'm telling you, utilize this program to get your own credit fix, first of all, but to build the legacy, start building a business for you and your family, being able to do it from anywhere on your time, becoming your own boss, making your own hours. Guys, look, working at the bank, I thought was made. I thought I was going to retire there. I didn't think about owning my own business. I'm like, yo, I'll get out of 4 every day. This is lovely. But the money was not cutting it. I had to work a 2nd, a 3rd job, right? With the bonuses and everything that this company provides, is incredible to see the difference in the income, right? All I knew was linear income. That kind of looked like me, but not as nice of an office, right? I was in a cubicle. But linear income is trading that time. I was trading those 80 hours of my life for a certain dollar amount of a paycheck, right? And now learning residual income with this company was life-changing, man. Being able to understand that doing the job once and getting paid over and over and over again, and starting to leverage a team and a business to actually produce income for you. So you have to work. Man, listen, traditional marketing hasn't changed, right? It says it has changed, but word of mouth hasn't, right? I think it's even more. You know, things spread like wildfire, especially on good things. Sometimes bad things too, right? But most of the time, when you get good reviews from your partners, right, your friends, your family, they went to a good restaurant, they watched a good movie, right? They have some good shampoo for their hair, whatever the case it is, and they come to you for it. Most of the time, you won't even question it. You going right to it because such and such told you that this is where to go eat. I'm going this weekend, right? Everybody's referring something. The company allows you to create a side hustle. Not only do we, right, prepare people with financial literacy and we fix their credit, but we provide them the tools to grow their credit. Bianca she explained it great. You're not just going to come in, remove your negative items, and now you at an 850. Right? Some people asking for the 900. I'm like, look, we really got to educate you. The 850, our goal is to get you there, but we can add your rent to your credit report. We can give you a secure credit card. Guys, I didn't say this in the beginning, but I was able to purchase my first home when I was 19 years old. How? A secure credit card. I had a SOFR, right, that I was paying for every single month that was reporting to the credit bureaus. My rent, my phone bill. It wasn't rocket science. All I had to do was show the bank that I could pay on time for a certain amount of time. And now they gave me over 150,000. I was able to buy my first home. I sold that house 7 years later. My mom, she got diagnosed with breast cancer. God bless her. She's cancer-free now. Put a one in the chat for that, right? She's cancer-free now. But at that time, it was tough. I'm an only child. That's my only parent. I sold my home just to make sure that all her medical bills was covered. I was able to go get a nice little condo, pay for her car, her bills for the whole year because I made a decision when I was 19 years old to go out there and do something different than what everybody else is doing. Don't be the same. Having bad credit is not cool. Having less money at the end of the month than bills is not cool. We're going to show you a different way of living, right? How it works compensation-wise. You still a customer with UWE. You still take advantage of the protection plan. So if you're thinking here, oh man, I wasn't really looking for the income. I want to be more of a customer. Guys, you're a customer. But now as a client with UWE, now you get to share this information with other people and get paid for it. If I told you $100 a person, how many people come to mind now prior to me asking that question that have less than perfect credit? How many realtors, car salesmen, tax professionals do you know? Because everybody knows one. They all have a database of clientele that they can either send you or you can actually put them in the position to now share that information with their customers and you continue to get paid. Guys, am I losing anybody? $100 a person. The residual kicks in, $12 a month, right? For the life of the customer. It may not seem like a lot, but think about having hundreds, if not thousands of clients in your database. $12 a month, it definitely adds up. But as you start to build leverage, right? Some people come to me and they're like, Rob, man, this thing sounds like a pyramid. I'm like, where do you work? Who's your boss's boss's boss who owns the company? I could draw it out for you. There's levels to every business. There's stairs and levels that you have to climb, the corporate ladder, right? This is exactly what we're talking about. You start at the bottom. Nobody starts off as the supervisor. Nobody starts off as the co-manager. No, you usually come in from a base salary, like I did at AmScott, the same way I did with Bank of America. I came in at the bottom and I had to work my way to the top. And how I did was by serving people. I went out there and shared the information with my friends and family. Some of the realtors, car salesmen that I knew, some of the other bankers, and guess what? They seem the same value. They're like, Rob, why wouldn't I get involved with this company? I need the service for myself and the ability to help so many people around me. They're just going to bring me more referrals for whatever I do. If it's solar, if it's insurance, if it's real estate, it works for credit. Guys, put a one in the chat. Credit is revolved around everything in our world right now. Right? This third bonus is for bringing people onto your team, bringing people onto the vision, right? You bring that person onto the team, you help them get their first 2 wins, their first 2 customers. You help them win their first $200 with the company. Now you get paid a bonus. This is the third way we get paid, from $100 to $560. I'm fortunate enough to be a vice president today talking to you guys. That means that every consultant that I bring onto my team, I assist them by helping them get their first 2 clients. That's $500. We got 100 people on one phone call. I'm just being transparent with you guys. A lot of money can be made because we do this on a huge scale. We just reached the whole country on one phone call. How many people can you bring into this business, right? And help them get their credit fixed, start making additional money. And as you see, we still got levels to go. So shout out to the whole team and what everybody is doing to continue to grow with the business. But this here is like a shareholder section. Right now, you get a percentage of what you do in business as your organization grows. Sales director, that's the spot. That's where you want to be. As you see, senior field trainer, salute to you guys. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. But the sales director title is where you want to be. I told my mentor when I hit sales director, I started typing out my 2 weeks notice at Bank of America. I said, oh man, I don't think I'm staying here too long. He used to tell me I had an eye problem. I couldn't see myself working for anybody else. And I caught it on both eyes, right? So we came into this business and we went straight for sales director. Now, 10,000 in business plus a month, those associates are doing. They're earning an additional percentage every single time. As you see, as the numbers go up, so does the percentage of that bonus, right? You got vice presidents now doing 100,000 in business. That's $1,500 a month, additional once a month, just this way that we get paid, not explaining the other 3 ways. So some people, when I looked at these numbers, I'm like, man, so I just go keep helping my team and I help more people get blessed and I'm just going to get paid more? Run it. We're all the way up, right? I'm coming all the way to Pinnacle Senior Vice President with our team. That's $10 million in business a month. Guys, we're at the 100,000 mark. When I started, we was at 0, right? We went 0 to 100. Now we're going from 100 to 10 million. It's going to happen by default. People are going to need the service, the rewards. People love recognition. I don't know about y'all, but I do. My bank never recognized me. AmSky, I think I got 1 trophy from them after like 7 years of 80-hour weeks. No disrespect. But as soon as I got in this company, I started getting rewarded. The minute that I, not only the satisfaction of helping people, but physical rewards. They started sending me the wristbands and the cup holders, right? And the portfolio. I got the leather jacket. Even though it's hot in Florida, I still rock it every once in a while, right? I actually got the brown leather backpack instead of the briefcase. And we skipped over the Shinola watch. Like we didn't get that. We went straight into the R&R club. This was one of my biggest goals. Like I said, man, when I come into this, you telling me all I have to do is refer 500 people to this program. There's no time frame on this. There's no limit. You don't have to do it in 6 months or 3 months or a year. Guys, when I worked for Bank of America for 5 years, you know how many people I referred to the mortgage loan officer, to the investors, to what? 500? Nothing. Every day we was referring 10, 15 people. Think about that. I said, man, the same thing that I'm doing right here in this bank for $20 an hour, I could walk outside of these doors and I could bless so many more people. 500, we were able to do that as an organization. I'm blessed right now to be able to get a $600 car allowance from this company. Shout out to all the level 1 R&R club earners in our company. It's a huge title, man. I'm super excited. It's a team title. You don't get to this by yourself. You get this by helping people, by serving people. The second level, which we're very close to, is a $10,000 cash bonus. Shout out to my fiance, right? My mentors, a couple of the leaders in the organization who's been able to cross the stage with a $10,000 bonus one time, right? And the level 3 is a $1,500 car allowance. I wish I could take the laptop and take y'all to the parking lot right now and show y'all the type of car that my other half has. $1,500 a month. And never in my life would I allow us to have a $1,500 car payment. But if the company is paying for it, run it. Swipe the card. Let them pay for it every single month. Level 4, shout out to our mentor, $25,000 on a bonus, right? And it grows, man. It grows. Level 5 is a $50,000 cash bonus. Level 6 is a $5,000 mortgage. I'm going to tell y'all something. We went from a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in West Chase in Tampa, $1,700, to buying a home 2 months ago, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, front yard, backyard, garage, and everything and all the works for less than $1,700 a month. The service that Bianca went over is crazy. But what I just told you was $1,700 a month for a 3-2 in one of the best neighborhoods in Tampa. Think about what $5,000 a month is going to get you. I already told my mom, I'm not greedy. I don't need the super mansion. I got my house. Guess what, moms? You got your house now. You retired. Guess what? My mother-in-law, you got your house now. My grandmother, bro, I'm about to buy the whole block. I don't know about y'all, but that's the vision that I have for my family, so I can have them all retired in Florida. I got to get them out of Harlem, all retired in Florida, level 7 through 10 retirement bonuses, $25,000 a month up to $250,000 a month, depending on where you at. Again, the support, the tool, they give you. You see how it says turnkey? I like push start. I don't know. It's 2021, right? The website is created. It's given to you. The back office is done for you. You got customer support for your clients, because you don't have to handle that. You send them right to customer service, right? Agents who have they have agent services 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, right? Weekly pay for the people who work. Because if you don't clock into your job, you're not getting paid. If you don't clock into your business, you're not getting paid. I just want to leave that income disclosure because people think they can sit on the sofa and make millions of dollars, and it don't work like that, right? You actually got to plug in. You got to plug into the ATM in order to withdraw money, right? So that's what we need you to do with our company. The life insurance that comes included, marketing materials, the commissions that I went over, the regional and training. The training is next level, man. People pay thousands of dollars to hear our speakers. They're transforming lives. You're not just making more money, you're becoming a better person with our company. We teaching you how to write everything off. That's one of our favorite words, right? Write-offs, tax write-offs. I don't know about y'all. Maybe I can't relate. $299. You can pay $188 as a customer, or you can pay $299 as a customer. You're still a customer, but now you have the ability to refer other people and get paid. So I don't know if you like me. I'd rather get paid for referrals than not. You can refer 5 people to the company like Bianca did, came in, met her on social media. I said, yo, this girl's a beast. Came in, she referred her 5 people, $89 was waived, free credit repair. But guess what? She got a check in the mail. She got paid to get her credit fixed. Somebody put get paid in the chat, please. Shout out, right? Power 5. If you don't know 5 people with bad credit, you lying. Press get off the webinar. We will only work with people with integrity, right? Everybody knows 5 people with less than perfect credit. I don't care where you are, who you say you talk to, how small your circle is. Everyone knows at least 5 people. The goal is to bless 5 people with this information so they could change their lives. We got the apps, we got everything included, but the mentorship, these people right here, man, I pay my respects to every single time. Right? Miss Nicola Smith-Jackson, shout out to her for paving the way. She was the first Pinnacle Senior Vice President in our company. Came from the hair industry, 16-hour days on the chair, to now she traveled the world. She's one of the highest paid in our industry. And she went out there and served, man. All she did was serve people. I was like, Nicola, what's the secret? She's like, just go help people. Go help people with this information, and the blessings are going to come. The more people you help, the more blessings you get. Right? Shout out to Ashton. He came here from Grenada on a soccer scholarship. Hurt himself, right? Got injured, had to fall back on another route. He went into tax preparation, started killing it, added credit repair to tax preparation, 7 figures. Shout out to Ashton, right? He's been on the Steve Harvey show a couple times, so if you don't believe me, Google it, right? Alfred Nixon is our mentor. He's the individual who brought my mentor in. 5.5 years ago, he was living in a 2-bedroom apartment with 14 people. His mom, his brothers and sisters picking up trash in Miami Beach. And he found this opportunity. He said, I need help with my credit, seen the results. He said, I know a lot of people we can help with this. He's one of the youngest documented millionaires in our company. And he's one of the most humble people I've ever met. You would never know. You would never know how much he makes because he's always out there just pouring into us and just sharing information, man. And you don't see a lot of successful people do that. Shout out to Tony Camilleri. He's in real estate, killing it, right? He actually does real estate and credit repair at the same time. It makes sense. If you don't got the credit, you can't buy the house. 1 + 1 = 2, right? All right. I don't know if y'all following me. Sabrina Lou, shout out to her, man, a beast, young lady. And Bobby Kim, he's one of our dudes, man, right from the Tampa market. This is an individual that I used to watch growing in the company. And I'm just proud of all of them because everyone that I just showed you now, when I first started, I was on the other side of this call. Now I personally know every single one of them, and we're great friends. Not only are they mentors, they've all paved the way for me. I have so many mentors in this business, and I'm just grateful because that $299 paid itself back so many times, man. And all I did was make a decision. I said, look, I didn't need my credit fixed at the time. So the services was just a bonus for me. I'm like, man, I know a lot of people who need this help. Like, why wouldn't I go share this information? Even if y'all wasn't paying me, I would be sharing this information with my family. I don't know about y'all. I'm not selfish. I was an A, ready to go. Sign me up. I don't care if you need to use 3 or 4 of my cards, right? What we got to do to make this happen? B, if you got a couple questions and we didn't answer it tonight, get back with that person that invited you. Get those questions answered. Don't sleep on it. Don't start doing your own Google reviews. Don't start doing all of that. Listen, you start putting yourself out of your own blessings. Don't do that to yourself. Get your questions answered by the expert who invited you. And either way, we're fixing your credit. Either way, you're a customer. And if you're not interested in making extra income, we're not mad at you. We're 70% customer based anyway, right? Get your credit fixed, reach back out to that person, tell them I'm ready to get started, because no one gets ahead without getting started. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time out. Bianca, phenomenal job. Thank you guys, over 90 plus people who stood on this call to the end. I'm super grateful to be able to share this information, and we will see you guys at the top. Good night.